if there's one meal I do enjoy, it's breakfast.
I could eat a dozen of these biscuits.
This Irish bacon is delicious.
It's like peanuts. Start eating and you can't stop. You want another egg, Mother?
No, I've had 2 already.
So have I.
No, Marge. You're 1 up.
What?
You've had 3.
George, you watch every mouthful of food I eat.
Someone should.
Well, they're only little bandy eggs. 6 of them wouldn't make a good meal.
Oh, gosh. I've just had this cleaned.
Everything you eat looks good on you.
Will Rogers, understudy.
Yeah.
The butcher's on the phone, ma'am. What shall I order for lunch?
Let's see, we had corned beef and cabbage yesterday, and,
What's the matter with a nice fat pork roast?
good, with some candied sweet potatoes.
And don't forget the thick brown gravy.
Oh, it wouldn't be good without that.
Great to dip your bread in.
The butcher wants to know, how about dinner?
Well, we had roast goose last night, pork roast for lunch today.
Wait a minute. Going over to my house for turkey.
So we are. Are we going to have mince pie?
That thick with sherry in it.
George, just like Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Yes? Do we bring our own bicarbonate?
You might need it. Wait, George. I have a surprise for you.
What are you doing?
You know, honey, you need exercise. You used to have such a nice, slender figure.
When do I get any time for exercise?
You have time to sit around all day on your patio playing bridge.
I do not. Only afternoon. Have to relax a little.
Relax. I don't see how you can keep awake. What's that? Muscle?
No. I can take that off any time I want. Just this dress.
You know, you could go on a diet.
Well, why should I? I'm not fat.
Honey, what about a game of tennis? I can get home early this afternoon.
I can't, dear. You just heard me order luncheon. Then afterwards, I'm giving a bridge tea for Mother.
Do you think you can hold out till lunch?
Oh, George. Hotcakes, ma'am.
Bacon and eggs, potatoes, biscuits, and now a bale of hotcakes. Keep on and you will soon be as fat as your mother.
Every time I come over here, I'm the horrible example.
You think food was poison?
Yes. The way he begrudges it.
There are 10 in the family next door, and I'll bet our grocery bills are twice as big as theirs.
Yes, and they're all half starved.
A strong wind would blow any one of them over.
Darling, you'd be safe in a cyclone.
You wouldn't.
George, please. Oh, Mother, what a treat. Hot cake, melted butter, and maple syrup.
I got over here at 7 o'clock this morning to mix the batter.
Have some?
No, thanks. I have a day's work ahead of me.
You're not like my husband was. Oh, if your dear old dad was only here. Rest his soul to enjoy these.
Didn't Pop love them?
I can imagine.
I used to stand for hours at a time cooking them.
What, every morning?
Every morning of his life. Up to the day they took him to the hospital. Sorry to be late with the sausages, ma'am. That's all right, Lucille. More coffee, please. Smell those.
Thanks, I smelled them before they came in.
Sweetheart, they're delicious.
No, thanks, dear. Those would add 4 inches to the waistline.
What's wrong with her waistline? She's a strong, healthy girl, isn't she?
Yes. But last week she bought some dresses, and this week she can't get into them.
Madge, Anytime you can't get enough to eat here, you come over to Mother's house.
More hotcakes, Ham. George, you don't know what you're missing.
Yes, I do. The hospital, rest his soul.
We have lady fingers, mocha tart, macaroons, petit fours, and cream puffs.
I think I'll have another chocolate eclair.
Whipped cream or custard.
One of each.
One of each.
Oh, you hit that one like Tilden.
Oh, I'm always in great condition.
Say, by the way, who is the slim business that George is cavorting with?
That's Mrs. Gilmore, a friend of Elsie's.
Widow?
No, unfortunately. She has a big husband with a terrible temper.
Oh.
The kind that carries a gun.
Uh-oh. Does George know about it?
Not unless Mrs. Gilmore told him.
Which I doubt.
You know, a fellow ought to be tipped off about those things, huh?
Oh,
They're only playing tennis, and we're trying to play bridge.
Yeah.
You know, I feel sorry for Mildred Gilmore.
Why?
She got an awfully bad break, the poor dear.
Really?
Yes, she went on a diet, and her husband went on a rampage.
A rampage?
He left her. Said he couldn't get a square meal in the house.
Well, can you beat that? George argues with me over every bit of food I eat.
you should have heard him complaining this morning about a few hotcakes and some sausages.
Hotcakes and sausage? Why, he started on the bacon and eggs.
Oh, he's starving you.
Well, he won't starve me.
That's the girl.
Indeed, he won't.
Am I playing too fast for you, Mrs. Gilmore?
No, I love it. Oh, my shoelace.
Allow me.
Oh, that's all right. I can fix it.
Oh, please. There we are. I don't seem to be getting on very fast, do
Oh,
I?
I'm sorry. It's broken.
Well, that's all right. I can fix it. Shall we go on?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yes, sir.
Say, if Mr. Gilmore goes on a rampage over a meal, he'll probably go on a massacre over George.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Can't you just picture Arthur at a sewing circle?
I was just trying to make conversation.
Well, pick on somebody who's not here.
Oh, I gotta do something.
Oh, how unfortunate. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I think I sprained it.
I was afraid I was playing too fast for you. Try it.
Oh.
How's that?
I don't think I can make it.
Will you allow me to carry you?
I'm too heavy.
Oh, not at all. Why, you're as light as a cream puff.
Marge. Oh, it looks like George is carrying things a bit too far.
Must be an accident.
Well, for the first visit, we're seeing a lot of Mrs. Gilmore.
Well, I wish he would get his breath so we'd know what it's all about.
We seem to be caught. There we are.
The lady probably sprained her ankle.
Exactly. She sprained her ankle.
Oh, can anything else happen?
Yeah, bring in the husband.
And bring in Mr. Fleming's patent coat.
Oh, George, I was only kidding, now wasn't I, Marge?
Oh, Arthur, her ankle probably is sprained.
Well, that's what I said in the first place.
Oh, you're full of balloon juice.
Hello?
Hello, this is Mr. Gilmore. I want to speak to my wife.
Is Mr. Gilmore, is you in or is you ain't?
She's in, all right.
He's sure mad.
I've told you 100 times I didn't want to talk to him. Hello.
Mildred, dear, for the last time, won't you come back home?
I can't discuss that with you tonight. I have an engagement.
Oh, the boy with the gray hat again, eh?
That's my business.
Well, I'll make it mine.
Oh, you will?
Yes, I will. And the next time I catch him around there, I'll shoot him.
Shoot him? Oh, Lord. Don't be silly.
Well, remember, I'm warning you.
Dear. Mr. Wadsworth's house on the phone quickly.
Yes, ma'am.
Gladstone 9866.
Yes, ma'am.
I've got to stop him.
Gladstone 9866. Mr. Wadsworth's too good a man to be killed.
Mother, George hasn't been home to dinner for the past 2 weeks.
Why not?
Directors meeting every night.
I've noticed he's only had those directors' meetings since Mrs. Gilmore sprained her ankle.
Oh, Mother, Mrs. Gilmore's a married woman.
So much the worse.
Don't be like that. Well, I've been taking these exercises for 2 weeks. You suppose I'm overdoing it?
If you insist on looking scrawny, a half hour over the wash tub would do you more good than a week of that business.
Shut that off, please. Hello. Is Mr. Wadsworth there? No, Mr. Wadsworth isn't home. Any message?
Mr. Wadsworth ain't home, Miss Gilmore. Any message?
No.
No, ma'am.
Hello? 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 Oh, Mother, that was Mrs. Gilmore calling George.
That's where they hold their directors' meetings. Telephone book, Lucille. I told you so.
Oh, well, I can't believe it.
Open your eyes, child. Your father tried it on me once, and I nipped it in the bud.
What'll I do?
Here's the address. Garfield Apartment. I'll go over and walk in on them.
Oh, wait a minute, Mother. After all, he's my husband.
Don't be so sure.
Lucille, bring me a hat and coat.
She probably sprained her ankle again.
Yeah? Well, if I catch them together, I'll sprain her neck.
Nip it in the bud.
I'll nip something.
Magnolia, where are you going?
I think this better be my night out.
But maybe I'll need you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good night.
Magnolia! Good evening, Mrs. Wadsworth.
Good evening, Mrs. Gilmore. I was in the neighborhood and thought I'd drop in to inquire about your ankle.
Oh, that's much better, thank you.
My, what a charming place you have. I should have returned your call sooner.
I'm sorry you didn't come this afternoon. I didn't have a thing to do.
You rent this apartment furnished?
Yes, and I pay $150 a month.
With maid service?
Mm-hmm.
Is this an antique?
Yes.
Oh. Bronze?
Brass.
Oh, what lovely portieres. Is that a recent picture?
Oh, I had it taken about a month ago.
Doesn't flatter you a bit.
Thank you.
Hello, Mildred. Now, don't shush me. You told me I could call you Mildred. Marge! You know Mrs. Gill. Her ankle is much better, dear.
You cheat, you liar, I hate you. Director's meeting. I may be getting a little stout, but I married you for better, for worse. I got the worst.
But Marge...
Oh, what am I doing? I'm reducing myself to a shadow. And do you appreciate it? No. This is what happened.
But you don't understand.
Oh, Mother was right. I should have nipped it in the bud, like she did. If I'd a gun, I'd shoot you both. Take it and keep me.
Oh, but you can't go. This is awful. It couldn't be more embarrassing.
Open this door.
My husband! That makes it more embarrassing.
But I can explain.
Explain to him. He's liable to kill us. You should have thought of that in the first place.
Oh, but you can't go now.
Oh, it's your director's meeting. Please don't go.
I warned you.
Bill, you're making a mistake. This is Mr. and Mrs. Wadsworth.
Pleased to meet you.
Mrs. Wadsworth? Oh, I see. So you just happened in too, eh?
I'm leaving. Oh, Mrs. Wadsworth, please don't go.
Well, see you later.
You wait. What I have to do won't take long. Sit down.
Oh, thank heaven you missed.
When I shoot, I don't miss.
Oh, there's plenty of time to shoot afterwards. He was found her guilty.
All right, we'll find out about that right now. Sit down. Now then. 2 weeks ago tonight, A man was seen leaving this house wearing a pearl gray hat. Have you got a pearl gray hat?
Well, I have a light hat. I wouldn't call it pearl gray.
Lots of men wear light hats.
You see, that explains everything.
Oh, you think so? And Wednesday night, were you at home with your wife?
On Wednesday night, we
We
went
went
to
to
the
the
Palais
theater.
Royal.
The
To
Palais
theater.
Royal.
What is?
Well, we went to the theater and the Palais Royal after.
Yes, after the theater.
Well, now think up a good one for Thursday night.
On Thursday night, I had a director's meeting. Didn't I, dear?
Is that so?
Yes. He has them quite often.
Oh, just recently.
Yes. No. All along.
Oh, Bill, this is foolish.
Oh, it's ridiculous. You love your wife, don't you?
I wouldn't be here if I didn't.
How long have you been married?
3 years.
And 6 months. Who would have thought when we were on our honeymoon in Niagara Falls, anything like this would happen? Oh, Billikens, you were so kind and sweet. And just because you couldn't get mashed potatoes, you carry on like this.
This diet business is causing enough trouble without killing people.
Billikens, remember Niagara? The hotel was crowded. We couldn't get a room. You held me on your lap, and I slept all night.
Like a baby.
Well, glad to have met you.
Honey, are you coming back home, or shall I move in over here?
Well, you're here now.
Anybody shop?
Not yet. Have you seen Mr. Wadsworth?
Some flew past me on the stairs.
That was him.
Mother, I want to see Marge.
She doesn't want to see you.
Oh, but I've got to talk to her.
She's out for the evening.
Well, I'm going to wait. I must see her. Nothing's going to stop me.
It won't do you any good. You might as well go home.
Aren't we having a great time?
Yes.
Oh, Marge. Now, Marge, snap out of it, will you? Huh?
All right, Arthur. I will.
That's it. Boom, set. Boom, set. Boom, set.
Is that you, Marge?
No, it's me.
Oh, go home and get to bed.
Oh, Arthur, I haven't had such a good time in years. Arthur!
Oh, now, just...
Arthur!
Come here, now, just...
Please.
Hello, Arthur.
Oh, hello, Mother Graham.
Hello, Mother.
Have a good time?
Oh, did we? Already. Say, Mother. Did anybody call?
He was here for hours, but I sent him home. I'd better get things ready.
Say, don't that bird know when he's washed up?
Well, here's the rest of the crowd.
How about some hot cakes and coffee?
And don't forget the sausage.
There's some aprons for you, children.
Oh, that'll be...
Say, Mom, I'll cook those in just a minute. You can watch the sausage.
All right,
Marge is
dear.
sure a different girl when she's not with her husband.
She was the life of the party tonight.
Say, too bad George turned out to be such an awful chaser.
Oh, hush.
How many hot cakes, Mother Graham?
Plenty.
Plenty, yeah?
Mother Graham.
Who did that? The party's getting rough, huh?
Not the party, just me.
And up jumps the devil.
Hello, George.
Marge, I've had my lesson and I'm cured. You've got to forgive me and give me another chance.
And what if I don't?
But you're going to.
Listen now,
Now, don't say it.
Hey, now listen, Marge has made her decision. She has a mind of her own.
I'll knock your block off.
Pardon me while I show Mr. Wadsworth to the door. Come.
He came to his senses too late. She'll tell him.
Someone ought to tell him. Knock my block off, huh?
Marge! Now, what's keeping her? Great heavens!
Make up a stack of hotcakes for George.
Mother, don't forget the sausage. Sweetheart, you can eat anything you want.
No, I'm going on a diet.
No, you're not.
I'm too fat.
Say,
No,
George.
you're not.
I was only kidding.
That's all right. I don't say any more about it.
Say, did I make him jealous, huh?
Don't you worry.
I get that way all the time, George.
George!
I was only kidding. Now, what about those hotcakes and sausages?
Not for me.
Why not?
I'm on a diet. I'm too fat.
Oh, no, dear, you're not. Why, you're as light as a cream puff.
Darling, you wouldn't kiss your little cream puff.
No.
Cut!
Damn! I got workers.